when we're involved in sales, it's important to know who we're actually selling to. I'm talking about their behavioural type. So I believe there's 4 distinct behavioural types, and there's many different names that are used, and many different models, so you may find those elsewhere, but I'll give you my take on it. So the first one is the driver. The person who is the driver is often a boss, as a person who's used to being in charge. They may be seen as autocratic, they may be seen as pushy, and I represent them with the colour red. Perhaps also by the bird eagle, a bird of prey looking down, knowing what they want. They say, forget about the detail, just tell me, can you do this, yes or no? Don't stuff things around with things. Don't ask me how I am. I'm not interested in telling you. Just, can you do what I want? Seem to be aggressive, a bit pushy, but keep in mind, that is not them being rude. That is just their style. So that's the red people. Then we have the green people. The green people are the analytical, technical. They're often engineers, they may be architects, accountants. They're the people with the detail. They want a checklist. They want everything checked off. They want to verify that everything is correct. Now, as I said, this is all important with sales. When you're dealing with a red person, you need to deal in red. When you're dealing with a green person, deal in green. So with a green person, you need to tick all the boxes. Then the third personality type is the blue people. They are the amiable or the pacifists. They're represented by a bird dove, and for those who are green, who thought I didn't tell you what the bird was over here, that's the owl. So back to the blue people, the pacifists, the amiables, the doves. Would you like a cup of tea? Only if you're having one. How was your day? Great, thanks. What happened? Have a nice little chat. It's about the personal connection. A person who you might shake their hand and hold their arm at the same time. Look in their eyes and ask how they are and mean it. Whereas, of course, with a red person, not interested in that discussion. Often these people are carers, nurses, teachers, people, back office people who often don't want to be in the spotlight, but are willing to do anything to help anybody else. Equally, if they're unhappy, they won't tell you directly, but they may go and tell quietly 10 of their friends. So do not get offside with the blue person. The final group, the creative expressives, are the yellows. They are the peacocks. They are the artists, the musicians, often the youngest child out of interest. These people will often go on journeys in the discussion and take you off down rabbit holes and different tangents. And maybe they're not even interested in purchasing, but they're just interested in talking with you. So important when you're dealing with a yellow person that you actually understand that they are a true prospect, not a mere suspect that has no interest in your purchasing the product, but are just getting the wealth of knowledge from you. So how does this apply to sales? If you're dealing with a red person, you need to cut out all the peripheral and be direct with them. You can ask a red person, are you going to buy or not? With a green person, you need to summarize and go through all their points and make sure they're comfortable that you've covered everything, and then you can ask them, based on us covering all those points off, I would now suggest that you're going to agree to purchase because everything is as you said before we started. If we got these things done, that you'd go ahead. Is that correct? They'll often say yes. If not, they'll give you a few more boxes to tick. The blue people want to feel cared for and supported. So what's so often important with a blue person is to say, how are we doing so far? Are you comfortable? Would you like to make a decision? How are you going to make a decision, and can I help you with that? And I only want you to purchase if this is right for you. The yellow person, go on the journey with them by all means, the creative journey. But before you do that, just say, hey, just so I know, if we go down all that journey, we can get all that detail sorted down the track, but I just need to know, do you actually want to go ahead? And is this within your investment level or your budget? Because once I know that's the case, I'm happy to go down that journey, provided some way down that journey, we're going to have a yes for a decision. And if they push back and say no, then you know you can have a lovely conversation with them, but it's not going to end up in a transaction. So therefore you can make the choice. All of us have one main personality type, which we are, which means the other 3 quadrants, 75% of the world is different to us. Every time we open our mouth, we isolate 75% of the world. So I'd like you to think about the people you're talking with, what personality type they are, and red people, speak directly. With green people, deal with the detail and make sure they feel comfortable that you've ticked off their boxes. The blue people that you've connected with them as a person, chances are you know the name of their dog and their children's names and which schools they go to. And the yellow people, by all means, go on the journey, but just get clarity that they actually did come in to purchase something from your shop, not that they were just next door at the dentist. Enjoy.